ونشوف the first chemical property of water. Water has a neutral effect on both of litmus paper. Do you remember in year 7 we talked about what? We talked about that we have some compounds, they are called bases, and some compounds, they are called acids. And we said that we can differentiate between the basic and the acid by using what? By using litmus paper. وقلنا in litmus paper I have two colors. I have red color and the blue color. وقلنا ان acids they can turn the blue litmus paper into red, and the bases they can turn the red litmus paper into blue. يبقى تاني الاسيدز بيحول لون الليتمس بيبر للون الريد، والبيزز بيحولوا لون الليتمس بيبر للون البلو. طيب وانس ان انا حطيت الليتمس بيبر في بيور ووتر بلاقي ايه اللي حصل؟ بلاقي ان الووتر ليها نيوترال افكت on both of them. طيب تعالى نعمل اكتيفيتي كده to prove that the water has a neutral effect on both of litmus paper. The steps: أول حاجة I'm going to put two litmus paper, one of them is blue and the other one is red, in a basin containing pure water. Just إن أنا حطيتها في بيكر أو أي كونتينر ويكون فيه pure water. هلاقي إيه اللي حصل؟ الobservation the color of the blue and red litmus paper doesn't change. يعني blue color still blue and the one with a red color still having the same color which is red. ده معناه إن الwater it's not base and it's not acid. So we can say or we conclude that the pure water has a neutral effect on both of litmus paper, the blue one and the red one. تمام؟ طيب. The second property here which is electrolysis of water. طيب. What is the meaning of electrolysis of water? What about if I want to separate the component of the water from each other؟ احنا عارفين ان ال water is H2O. H2O يعني أنا عندي one oxygen atom combined with the two hydrogen atoms. What about if I wanted to separate the oxygen from the hydrogen? I can separate them by evaporation process or by heating? Of course no. Here we are going to use something called electrolysis, which is mean that I'm going to use electricity to separate between the hydrogen and the oxygen that they can compose the water. تمام؟ طيب what are the tools that I'm going to use? I can make it at home in a very simple way. We are going to use what? For example, I can use empty plastic soda bottle, or like here in the picture I can use just a cup, okay? And spoon of sodium carbonate. طبعا of course I need water and two pencils like here in the picture. Here I have one pencil and the other one. But do you remember why we use pencils? Pencil has what from inside? It has graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity, okay? And also I have battery and we have two test tubes. I can use them or I cannot. And also I have two copper wires. Type. So again, here I have two pencils. They are connected with the two copper wires, and they are both of the copper wires are connected to the battery. One of them with the negative pole and the other one with a positive pole. And I immersed these two pencils inside a cup containing water, okay? And of course I'm going to add spoon of sodium carbonate, or maybe I'm going to use salt. The salt that we use it in our houses, we can use it what here by adding it into the water. طب ليه أنا حطيت صوديوم كربونات أو ليه ممكن أحط table salt inside the water? Because the pure water is a bad conductor of electricity. So I need to add something to it just to make it good conductor of electricity. تمام؟ يبقى تاني أنا بحط spoon of sodium carbonate to the water أو ممكن أحط table salt في الwater ليه؟ Just to make it good conductor of electricity. تمام؟ طيب what are the steps here? طيب I'm going to make what? To form an electric circuit shown in the figure. تعال نبص تاني كده على الشكل اللي قدامي. أنا هنا عملت إيه؟ أنا هنا عملت closed electric circuit. أنا عندي battery which is the source of electricity, and here I have two copper wires and they are connected to the pencils, and here also I have water with a spoon of sodium carbonate. So I have here what this is called the electric circuit. Okay, it's a closed electric circuit because all the components they are connected together. تمام. طيب once ان انا connect السيركت بتاعتي دي و I'm going to lift it just for 10 minutes, we can observe some bubble of gases can evolve at, here I have the negative pole and here I have some gases at the positive pole. يبقى تاني we are going to make what? Number one, we are going to use the tools to form electric circuit, okay? And after that, I'm going to close the circuit for 10 minutes. And I'm going to compare between the volume of evolved gas above the negative pole, and the negative pole here we called it cathode, and the volume of the evolved gas above the positive pole, which is called anode. تمام؟ طيب, do you think the amount of the gases that evolves at the positive pole and the negative pole they are the same, or the type of the gases that evolve at the positive pole is look like the gas that evolve at the anode or the positive pole? Of course no. طب how to prove that? How can we differentiate between the gas that evolves at positive pole and the gas that evolves at the negative pole? I'm going to approach a glowing splint to the gas formed at the cathode and the anode. Glowing splint يعني just match, burning match. تمام, عود كبريت مولع. I'm going to approach it to the cathode and to the anode. تمام. طيب, what we are going to observe? The first observation, we can see that the volume of gas evolved at cathode is more than the volume of gas evolved at anode. يبقى الجاز اللي هيخرج عند الكاثود has more volume than the gas evolved at the anode. طيب, what else? When I approach the glowing splint to the anode, it increases in glowing. Do you remember which gas cause increasing glowing of the splint? Of course, if you remember, this is oxygen gas. احنا درسنا زمان خالص ان الاكسجين is the gas that help in burning. So when I approach a glowing splint to it, what will happen to the splint? It increase in glowing. يبقى هنا احنا اثبتنا ان فعلا الجاز اللي هيخرج عند الانود هو مين؟ هو oxygen gas. طب what about when I approach the splint to the cathode? What will happen? هلاقي السبلنت حصل لها ايه؟ It burns with a pop sound.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.